Okay. Nipe Patrick my speech. Tusonge kidogo tu tuweke hiyo spacing kwa sababu ya COVID is still real. Sitaki mtu nyuma yangu. Tusonge kidogo tu, 1 inch. 1 inch kidogo tu. SD kidogo tu. Kidogo tu. Ama mtaka mimi nitoe kofia? Wacheni zenyu. Sisi hapa hatuingizi njeve. Hatuingizi njeve. Okay, wacha nitoe basi. Sawa. Sawa. Are we set to start? The ones going live, we are good to go? I want to thank you for coming here today. This is the Maendeleo chapter position for the 2022 general elections. After wide consultations and vigorous discussions with the Maendeleo chapter party leadership, we have decided that it is time for all of us, especially leaders, to focus on what matters most in this country, and that is the people, wananchi of Kenya. Currently in Kenya, the reality is that the cost of living is forever going up. Unemployment is a thorn in the flesh, and the dreams of many are turning into despair. I do believe it is time for a new way of doing things. This calls for the right persons to be at the steering wheel of this mighty train that will take us from dreams to reality. A few days ago, we held a press conference on what we viewed was an exclusion habit at a time when we should all be working together as a team on the ground campaigning. The issue at hand was the concept of what others refer to as a three-legged stool, and the concept of a better and more stable four-legged stool or table. If you have a stool of 3 legs and someone adds a 4th one, it means that you're more stable. Anyone who insists on only 3 legs can only be doing it for blackmail, because when one of the 3 legs is broken, the stool will have to collapse. But a 4-legged table that loses 1 leg remains standing. The concern of Maendeleo Chapter Party is that development, and we mean real development, is realized in our country. Our previous leaders, beginning with Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, together with Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Daniel Arap Moi with George Saitoti and others, Mwai Kibaki with all of us, and Uhuru Kenyatta with William Ruto and many of us, have transformed Kenya to where we have reached. They need to be respected and acknowledged. We have an opportunity to make Kenya an even greater place, where our dusty roads will be transformed to tarmac roads, where the hopelessness of our youth will become well-paying jobs, where starvation will be a thing of the past, where bureaucratic red tape will be cut so that frustrations are kept at bay, and even more importantly, where poverty will be rolled back in a chap-chap manner. The transformation will require the right kind of leader, whose heart is not on the self, whose experience is tried, tested, and who you can unify our nation. I have talked to many leaders. I have talked to many friends. I have talked to family members. And in the last few days, together with Maendeleo Chap Party, we have made decisions because we've realized we have options. We are not in something for the sake of it. We have options, and we want to be able to exercise our options for the goodness of the people of this country. And so we have resolved the following as Maendeleo Chapter Party. 1 is that we are grateful to all those who we have engaged with and the support of many Kenyans, and promise that as a party, our agenda will be Mwananchi and development first. It is about Mwananchi, not about positions in government or power games. 2, we have unanimously decided to support the presidency of His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga under the Azimio umbrella because he is the one who is better placed to transform Kenya. I wish to confirm that I have at last seen the document that was placed with the registrar of parties. I have read it and presented it to my team, and we are satisfied. Therefore, 3, Maendeleo Chap will work together with all the other Azimio parties to campaign in every ridge and every hill in our nation. From the Savannah grasslands in Taita to the amazing Longalayani of Turkana, from the fresh waters of Lake Victoria to the massive blue waters of the Kenyan coastline, from the mango farms of Ukambani to the sloping hills of Miraa, Macadamia, tea and coffee of Mount Kenya, to each corner where the heart of a Kenyan child beats as their eyes open wide with dreams of a good life, we will campaign for Raila Amolo Odinga and for Azimio. To this end, and this is very important, I have a special plea for His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka. Your Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, I respect you. But this campaign is not about you. And it's not about me or many of the leaders vying for office. It is about the aspirations of the people of Kenya. And at this juncture, it is about the victory of the great Jacom Raila Amolo Odinga. Therefore, I request you humbly, let us work together, strategize together, and even campaign together, because that is the only way we can win. Yes, we are competitors in a country yearning for generational change that is focused not on the past, but the comfort of the present and assurances of a good future. But this should not blind us to the task at hand. I'm ready for a handshake. So let us cease fire and forge forward as a team to secure Raila's presidency. 4, why Raila? Why Raila? I have a soft spot for Raila. I've said that many times. He's a wonderful man. He's full of charisma and a big heart. A humble man despite his power and influence. I like him. And also, I'm very fond of Mama Ida, who has taken care of him all these years despite many challenges. Raila is not just a leader. I consider him to be my friend. And he looks at me as a friend, and Mama Ida treats me as if I'm her son. So I have a very soft spot for Raila Odinga, and I trust him. But more than just being a good and pleasant chap, if you can be allowed to call him chap, Raila is a focused leader with wisdom and a sharp brain that is very clear of where Kenya needs to be. He's a diplomat par excellence and a strategist who is able to unite the people while at the same time ensuring we all score. He's a captain, a pilot, an aviator that will take us beyond the skies to prosperity. And truth be told, it is also his time. It is also Raila's time. Just like it was Nelson Mandela's time on May 10th, 1994 in South Africa, this August 9th, 2022 is the time for Raila Odinga to create the country that even our unborn great-great-grandchildren will forever be proud of. And lastly, I am 51 years old. Very happy, 51 years old. Very youthful, 51 years old. Full of energy and strategy of a Maendeleo Chap leader. I do believe that this country needs the wisdom of an experienced and elder statesman combined with the vigor, proven track record, ability, and focus of a youthful person. I, therefore, with the urging of my party members, present myself for consideration as the running mate for the position of the Deputy President to Jacom Raila Amolo Odinga. I know that with him, he will be sending me and I will rush chap and get it done. So that Kenya becomes another Singapore or Malaysia where people will have more money in their pockets. His Excellency Raila also needs someone he can trust and count on. I trust him and I know he can trust me. Hataki kusumbuliwa, like our youth will always tell you, kukembangori mapema ni muhimu, Ama ni aje? Si ukweli? And to my friends and family members of the Mount Kenya region, I leave you with this parting shot. Adwa nyuba, nijitago Alfred Ng'ang'a Mutua, mwenanie, mwihadu ya gafyu. Mungu awabariki. Sijui kama kuna maswali yoyote, kuna microphone mpepewa, ndio muweze kuongea kwa njia ambayo inasikika. Lakini kabla ya maswali hayo, ningeomba my Secretary General aongee machache, and one of our leaders will introduce themselves. Just quick 1-2 statements, alafu tuongee. Karibu.
My name is Wilfred Nyamu Mati. I'm the Secretary General, Maendeleo Chapchap. Our party leader, Dr. Alfred Mutua, we are happy and proud of you, because when Azimio came up with a document that did not speak to inclusivity and respect for democratic space, you stood up without fear, placed your head forward without any fear, and you spoke your mind, and that has seen to it that political parties affiliated to Azimio have now gotten their place in the document that has been reviewed, and the one that was actually deposited either yesterday or is going to be deposited today. So basically, I would say that you fought for us. Maendeleo Chapchap is not just a village party. Maendeleo Chapchap is a party spreading across the 8 regions of this country. We have candidates spreading over 31 counties in this country, and that cannot be underrated. And for that matter, where the leadership of this country is speaking, Maendeleo Chapchap must get its space, including that our party leader ought to be considered as amongst those in Azimio that would fit and be eligible for the consideration of taking the 2nd place in the campaigns in this party as deputy president. And we have what it takes. To our candidates and aspirants for Maendeleo Chapchap, kindly rest assured that we've taken care of your interests wherever you are. And as Maendeleo Chapchap, we shall not shy away from championing your interests within Azimio Party. Inawezekana na itawezekana.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Itato Magelo, Women Representative Maendeleo Chapchap, and I'm here to agree with my party leader. My party leader is youthful. He's a Maendeleo Chapchap party leader, and I know for sure Dr. Alfred Mutua has seen this country before any other leader saw it. When he started Maendeleo Chapchap, people laughed. They didn't know how far it was going to go. It is a national party, and for sure, me as a woman and as a mother, I would actually back him to be, and I'm requesting the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya from August, Raila Amolo Odinga, to actually listen to everyone, but consider my party leader to be his deputy. Why am I saying this? 2 things. He's youthful, and he's full of ideas and mind. Because when you go to Machakos, you see a city. You don't see a town, at Machakos town, akuna. You see a city. So if he's given that position, he has all the ideas to transform this country like Machakos. And you will help our 5th Raila Amolo Odinga to really work hard and actualize the projects that the 4th president has left not done, and they can be finished. Thank you very much. Nitazungumza kwa Kiswahili kwa sababu ni lugha ya taifa. Naomba jambo moja kwa kiongozi wetu ambaye tunampigania, tunampenda, tunamwenzi, Raila Amolo Odinga. Hii ujumbe ikufikia kutoka mama. Na ni mama wa kutoka wanaita marginalized, sijui kwa nini tunaitwa hivyo, lakini ninaomba ukiwa na komiti yako mufikirie vile Dr. Alfred Mutua atakuwa deputy wako Kwa nini nasema hivi? Kwa sababu yeye bado ni kijana mdogo, utamutuma, utamzungusha na hakuna siku atakuambia hapana. Kitu ya pili, hana dharau. Party leader wetu hana dharau, anasikiza kila mtu, atakuheshimu kama mkubwa wake na atasikiza mawaidha. Tena tunataka prepare for future because we need another president who is youthful like Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, our current president, has done so much. Na akichukua watu walisema huyu hataweza, lakini ameweza ama hajaweza? Ameweza. Kwa hivyo ninaomba kwa unyenyekevu na ninaomba nikiwa mama kiongozi kutoka Maendeleo Chapchap, na ninajua ya kwamba vile tumeomba tumesikia, mtatusikia. Mimi natoka Narok, kijiji inaitwa Oloikirkrai, na mheshimiwa akanichagua ili niongoze kina mama katika hii nchi. Umesikia tuko katika county 31 na mimi ninajua kwa ukweli tutapata wanawake wa kuwakilisha katika hizo county, na tutapata kwa sababu tuko na kiongozi ambaye anashikilia kila mtu apande ngazi. Nashukuru sana na ninaomba Mungu atujalie mema na tuongoze. Shukran.
Questions? I think you was the first one. Amelikuwa endelea. Sid.
Yes, Governor Emmanuel Tov from KTN.
Yes, Emmanuel.
Just a quick one. There were reports that you are not very comfortable in Azimio because of Kalonzo and some other issues. Is Kenya Kwanza, or was it an option in any place? And would you be in a position to work with the Deputy President?
Yes, we are not comfortable because, as I've said, it was about inclusion and about all of us being able to vie. We are very uncomfortable with the whole issues of zoning, whereby that was basically finishing small parties. My people want to vie. We're also uncomfortable with not being included in decision making because it's about for all of us. And we're uncomfortable because it looked like Raila was being set up to fail. Because if from within you're not able to work together, then you cannot campaign effectively. And because I love Raila Odinga and I want him to succeed, I was not going to be in a place whereby we were watching him fail as we watched. We're not here just for the ride. We are here to win. And yes, I had conversations with His Excellency William Ruto, and I want to thank him for reaching out and for us talking and everything. Yes, it was a very high consideration.
So can you work with him? With Ruto?
We're already working with Raila.
Hi, Governor. My name is Gatete Njoroge from Citizen TV. Just to ask, what were part of the deal that maybe you are complaining about, and what has changed in this document that you feel now you have been included as Maendeleo Chapchap and the other small parties?
They have changed the structure of the way the document had been put. It was just 3 parties running the show. The rest of us ilikuwa kazi yetu ni kujazia tu. But they were the ones in charge. Now we have a document that says we are all members, na tutashikana mkono pamoja, and we make decisions together as a team. It's about inclusivity. And I want to recognize the speed with which Raila Amolo Odinga moved with when he realized there's a problem after we made an outcry. And he came and he sat down and he said these changes have to be done because we are Azimio la umoja, not Azimio la kutenganisha. Because the other proposal ilikuwa inatutenganisha. And that shows the wisdom of this leader. Yeye alijitokeza akaunganisha pamoja, na mimi nikakuwa chap nikapanga mambo na tunaenda salama vizuri. Yes, kaketu hapa.
My name is Tony from Meru TV. In case you won't be offered the position of the Deputy President, will you still be ready to work with the...
Oh yes, I'm not here for positions. I'm here to serve the people of Kenya. I don't care about positions. But we also want to field the winning team. We want to field a team that a young person seated at home can look and say, that represents me. An old person says, that represents me. We want to balance the past and the present and the future. People know there's comfort. And I looked at it and my team told me, Mutua, you are able like everybody else. You are young. You are 51. In 10 years' time, you'll be younger, still younger than some of the other people today. So they said you have the ability, you have the vigor, you have the ideas, character, and hautaanza kucampaign the following day baada ya Raila kushinda. Utakuwa hapo mfanye kazi kwanza because we want to take this country to be like Singapore. Hautakumuleta ile shida tumeona ya serikali ya Uhuru Kenyatta na William Ruto mahali campaign inaanza the following day, uko hapo mfanyie wananchi kazi, because it's not about positions. Mimi nikasema hii kazi tunaweza. So when they told me why don't you put your interest forward, nikasema sawa basi, yeah, but we'll work, because we are not there for positions. Whatever position is there, we'll work. Whoever they choose, we'll back them 150%. I trust Raila trusts me. Lakini pia ni vizuri kuangalia mbele and to see where the country is and to look at the team we are competing against. How it is the makeup of the other team we are competing against. What is the age group? What is the average age of the other team we are competing against? Ukiongeza miaka udivide by 2 ufanye average ni ngapi versus sisi. Sasa unajua pia we also have to go and present a winning team. It's very important. Yeah, we are not here for games. We are here to win. Na wananchi wanafanya mahesabu pia. So we are here to convince, and 75% of voters are young people. Nataka kuona mtu anaweza enda chini kwa chini na akainuka na akatuma akajenga barabara na ambaye anajua kazi. Yes, over here, then lastly here.
All right, my name is Brian Amwai from Look Up TV. I want to ask, because we are mentioning Raila Odinga coming up and probably sorting the situation, but I'd like to get from where you sit whether it is the Azimio la Umoja, it has different political parties. You mentioned something to do with inclusivity. Do all the parties feel the same in terms of just working together, or is it just everybody feels like a little bit alienated, but when Raila Odinga comes and steps in, then something is, is straightened? So do the parties in the Azimio la Umoja feel together? Are you guys in agreement, or it's not the same?
Before, we were not together because we were not happy. It seemed like it was a group wanaitisha three-legged stool. Si tukasema, but now when Raila jumped in, when he realized there's a problem, he was able to use his wisdom and he was able to sort out the problem, and all those clauses that were going to exclude us were removed and better clauses were put to include all of us. And that's good leadership, and that I want to congratulate Honorable Raila, because that's a mark. Hiyo Wakenya waangalia waseme actually huyu jamaa anajua kazi, because we are going to go at separate ways. Lakini akasema hapana, this is better. And he's not doing it because of a few of us. He's doing it for everyone because yake ni Azimio la Umoja. And I also want to thank that the president was also involved. His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta has been involved in this process because he wants this country to move forward with the right people. And we cannot have a few people trying to ruin it. And it's for all of us. Wacha tufanye kazi. Na tuenda hapo tufanye kazi. And so there is more inclusivity, and then we're able to move. And to campaign Raila. We shouldn't be holding a press conference here. We should be out in the villages campaigning. We're wasting time having to deal with these issues. Tumalizane hizi issues. Ndio nimeambia Kalonzo Musyoka, tuache mambo. Come, tushikane mkono tukakampenia Raila. Hii vita yetu itaendelea baadaye kwa sababu it's the nature of politics. There's going to be generational change fights, Yeah. There is a calf that becomes a bull, and then you get two bulls in a stable. There's going to be warring there until one bull is pushed out. So it's normal. Lakini now, that is not important. Mutua, Kalonzo, we are not important. What is important is Azimio winning and Raila Amolo Odinga becoming the fifth. That is what is important at this time. And we focus on the goal. Tufunge hiyo bao.
Yeah, my question is emanating from your last sentiment about you mending fences. Sorry, I'm Chris Owino from Ramogi TV. My question is emanating from your last sentiment about you mending fences with Kalonzo Musyoka. Maybe for clarity, have you reached him out for talks, or you are just conveying your readiness to work with him via this presser?
I've conveyed. Sasa si tumeongea. Yeah. Si I've reached out. Si nimesema kitu na siku ficha nianze kusema nilipiga simu. Nimesema niko tayari kufanya kazi na kila mtu. Yeye na viongozi wote from every corner of this country. Mimi niko tayari to transverse this country from the north to the south, east to the west, as I've said here. From the grasslands to the hills. Yote kila mahali. Campaigning for Raila Amolo Odinga and telling our young people not to be confused that this is the time for Raila. Amalize, tufanye kazi na yetu, shikane, we move forward as a country and grow. Nimesema asante sana. Unless there is any other question. Yes.
My name is Boniface Mongera for Weru TV. Nipenda kujua hivi kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Ule ujumbe wako wa mwisho kwa wakikunjamii wa Kikuyu. Sijui dhamira na nia yake ni gani? Unaweza tuelezea? Alafu kwa swali lake ningependa kujua ikiwa mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka atachukuliwa kama running mate, utamsupport?
Yeah, nitamsupport. Whoever becomes the running mate, I'll support them. That's democracy. That's how it works. Yeah. Unajua the advantages of being msemaji wa serikali, you went there and expressed policies of a government. You don't necessarily have to agree with them, but you express policies of a government. So me, I know how to work with policies. A policy is taken, you support the policy. If you're in this team, you play with that team, whether you like that idea or not. Ukisikia uwezi unatoka, si ndio? Yeah, but me, I'm there, you know. Whoever they choose, we support them, you know. So my team aniambia, put your name forward. Yeah, ndio we give them options that others can also. Umesema ule dogo kana adwa nyoba kaji tago Alfred ngawa mutua kana ureda aje
unasema wa Meru ama jamii nyingine wasema.
Si nimesema tu ile lugha mimi naelewa, najua kuongea kwa upesi. Governor mimi ile najua kuongea, lakini I was just expressing a point that when I say adwa nyoba, it's basically the Mount Kenya region. And jitago nganga wa Meru aniita mutua, mimi ni wao. Niko huko, ukienda huko connection nzuri na akina Mudhaura na wengine, tuko hapo. Sisi wote ni watu wa kutoka mahali pamoja, hata Embu na kwingine. We are one. So nilikuwa naambia message ya kusema mkiwa na mimi hapo si pabaya. Your interest will be taken care of. Yes. Nimesema asante sana na kuna jua sana
Governor,
kuna joto watu.
Governor, yes, just a clarification, a small one. This document, is it Azimio la Umoja or Azimio la Umoja One Kenya? There have been issues about this document.
No, the document is the party is called Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance, which is okay. I don't have a problem with the name. It's just a name. What matters is the meat. Si ndio? It's a meat and the meat is okay. Meat is palatable. Tunakula hii ingine ni tu nguo. Kutoa nguo, what is there? Sasa hii iko ndani iko sawa. Tumesema asante, Mola wabariki. Yes. Sasa. Thank you very much.
Well out.
Thank you.
Well out.
Sasa. Okay. Thank you. Asante.
Well out.
Congratulations, sir.
Those are the brains you want.
Oh.